So what are we cooking today?
I'm making a crab frittata. I think that's my interpretation. It's always my interpretation. Cut up some vegetable, asparagus in an angle, because I think they absorb the flavor better, and then they cook more even. I peel the potato. I'm gonna cut it and put it on the bottom of it.
So what are you washing now, Joyce?
And wash mushroom. A lot of people said they don't wash mushroom. I wash everything.
What kind of mushrooms?
It's just white button mushroom. Just let it dry a little bit since I wash it, because it's so dirty. I don't know why people don't wash the mushroom. This onion is huge again. So you cut it, then easier to peel.
See, I wouldn't know that.
If you much harder.
You don't like onions, but you got the biggest one.
Do you think I have enough mushroom?
Maybe for an entire village.
But the mushroom, when you cook it, it becomes very little. If it's something you like, you can put more. I just like using 3 cheeses because then it gives food dimension. Australian cheddar, very Parmigiano cheese. That's a very strong cheese. Form a nice crust, and then also really flavorful. You can smell it. When your friends come over for dinner and they smell it. Ooh, impress people with that.
Use that instead of a shredder?
Yeah.
A food processor?
This is not a shredder. This is a grater.
A grater.
Shredder is for paper.
Same thing to me. It's still the same outcome.
That's not true. You cannot shred paper in it, and you cannot shred cheese with the shredder. The cheese number 2, Yarborough cheese. What's the thing about cheese is it keep,
Isn't it the older the better, too?
Wow, I don't know about that.
I mean, as long as it doesn't turn green.
Well, even turn green. If you're in a cheese shop, they go in and wipe the cheese.
What?
The cheese is fermentation. Okay, it's not rocket science.
It is for me.
You're smart. If I can do it, you can do it. I need 7
Have
eggs.
to wash them?
I don't know, because the chicken sat on it. I use very little oil. Sunflower for high heat. And I'm going to hold this pan. There the potato, like cover the bottom of it. But this stove is very strong. So I'm just caramelizing.
Caramelized, okay.
My favorite 2 minutes.
2 minutes on high heat.
Yeah, high heat. It looks like it's a lot, but when you cook it, then it becomes soft. It's not so good.
Right on top of the potatoes.
Yeah, right on top of the potato. Basically layering it. You don't need to wash the pan. That's something you like, right?
You want to deglaze it?
Wow.
Yeah, I know that term.
Put more oil. Put the little salt for the mushroom. So that it's very good. You don't need to saute. You just layer it. I love it very good. That's why I put a lot of it very good. I put it almost putting a hole in here because I'm going to put the crab in the middle. Okay, but this is pretty much done. Turn it off, and I'm not putting all the juice from the mushroom. So,
It smells really good.
And then the egg is almost like a binding agent.
Right.
The egg is going to fill up all the little hole. It makes it more like a pie kind of thing. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of sour cream. Put the crab in here. This is a crab meat.
You can get that at any store. Or you could just buy some crabs and peel them out yourself.
Yeah, I did that too.
Thanks, Joyce. Mmm.
Tasty, right? See, that's the consistency you want. You can still sort of see the crab meat. Remember the well that I built? You put it in the middle of the well.
How deep is that pan?
This pan is like 2 inches. I like this pan than the other saute pan because it's have a little bit more depth. So you're gonna spread it out a little because you don't want it to be like only the meat in the middle. 275 to preheat it. You can even turn off the heat now.
Does it matter which cheese goes first?
It doesn't matter.
This is cheese number 2.
This cheese number 2. You can recycle eggshell too. Beat it up a little bit and slowly. See how the egg got to fall into the crack? So pretty much 7 eggs with this pan. Pretty much, right? And let it rotate. Turn on a little bit, they solidify a little bit better before you go into the oven. And then I'm going to put it in the oven. Because also that I put a pan in here, just in case there's spill, trash them. 375 for like 15
minutes, and we're gonna check.
We're gonna check.
Yeah.
See, I think I would put it a little bit more time because like it's still like a little liquid. Like you start forming the crust. It looks really nice. Do another 3 minutes and put the. This is the third cheese.
The third and final cheese, and the best cheese.
Well, I usually don't like this cheese because it's too strong.
No, I love it.
But for this purpose, it's perfect. And then put it back in and turn it to the boiler. Turn it to the boiler. Browning much faster. That's why you have to keep an eye on it, or else it will be disaster.
So approximately like a minute, 2 minutes?
2 minutes. But keep an eye on it. There's no recipe. Use your eye, look at it, and then the food will tell you that, hey, enough. Turn it off, You can see the flame moving from the corner. See that? I think it's done. Turn it off. See that? Because if you get it any longer, it might burn it.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it looks perfect.
Yeah.
So that was about 2.5 minutes in the broiler.
Yeah.
Every oven varies, so you gotta...
Yeah, you gotta watch it. Also, that depends on when do you turn off the boiler. Because when the oven is hot, the boiler turns on really quickly. When the oven is not hot, it might take 15 minutes to have the boiler turn on. But you can see it's really forming a really beautiful crust. Right?
So it's been what?
I'm gonna take it up. Smells good, right?
It smells amazing, and it looks amazing.
This is about perfect as it gets.
Yes, it's perfect.
Yeah. 1/8. This trick is how to get it out.